There's one-way traffic, I don't know where you are. Can't seem to find my way into yours. There's one way to damage my world in a moment. You don't seem to mind if I'm away for years.
Today on the show, we're joined by a rising voice in the UAE's music scene, a singer-songwriter whose sound is as layered as the city he grew up in. Mixing beats with soulful indie melodies and a touch of country twang, Zarooni brings something fresh, raw and deeply personal to every track he creates. As his fan base grows, so does the impact of his storytelling. Let's hear from him all about his love for music and what he creates. Welcome to F360 Lifestyle, Zarooni. It's so good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure. Let's talk about your humble beginnings.
Yeah.
When was the time you told yourself that this is something that I want to do and I want to be a singer and I want to pursue a career in music?
It came very naturally. I always played the guitar and I played a lot of cover and old music until my friend who used to go to high school with me came and triggered me and asked me to work with him. He's a producer and a songwriter in the US now, and since then, since he pushed me, I've just started songwriting. It wasn't a conscious decision.
When was it? How old were you?
No, it was only a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's when you actually realized you want to get into singing.
Yeah, pretty much songwriting and also, of course, singing for my own music.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, it's been an unpredictable journey.
However, we're living in a world where people actually connect over words.
Yeah.
I have heard your music and I feel there's a personal touch.
Yeah.
Do you think heartbreak actually works in this Gen Z era as a genre?
Oh, definitely. I think it works even more with the Gen Z era because there's a lot of, I find that Gen Z have a lot of self-awareness these days, and they pick on every single detail in words much more than when I used to grow up. So yeah, I think heartbreak still works in this day and age.
Did you actually go through one while you were actually pursuing your career?
In and out, in and out. A lot of my songs have some relatable experiences with relationships, but yeah, not exactly the heartbreak that other people go through yet.
Okay, and also the words. A lot of people connect over words. Words are more important these days, and so is the melody. How are you penning your lyrics? What's your thought process?
I think so. With me, it's I get inspired by song titles. So if I have a collection of song titles, and they create the atmosphere, and I get the subconscious content from those titles, and then the words flow, and I think words and the way it's delivered through your vocals and music is very important.
Do you love Bollywood?
I like Bollywood. I grew up with a lot of Bollywood influences, that's for sure. I know quite a bit about it. More on the older stuff than the newer stuff these days, yeah.
Who's that one Bollywood artist that you admire a lot?
Look, I'm going to say a predictable answer. I'll say Shah Rukh Khan, but I liked his beginning in old school stuff, when he was a villain in movies rather than the good guy. But I admire Amir Khan as a director. I think he's fantastic.
And as far as singing is concerned?
I don't listen to much Bollywood music, but you know who my favorite singer is? Shreya Ghoshal.
Shreya Ghoshal.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
I think her voice is phenomenal. So that's one of the artists that I look and I listen to. It's really good.
Okay. Tell me something. When you start writing a song, okay, how long does it take? What's the process looking like? And when do you actually tell yourself, okay, this is something that now this is done, now it's final, and now I'm going to start recording?
Amazing question. Look, for me, when I write music, it doesn't take long. I go with my guitar and I put the melody down. It's very spontaneous, can be any time. And once I have the draft, say the first verse and the chorus, I close it, I record it, and I take it to the UK where I record all my music, and I just continue it over there. So it's a very, very quick process, but that's only in the initial draft. And then when I go to London, I record and I produce. That takes a lot of time. So it's a quick process at first. It's a natural thing, I think. It's not something I plan to do. It's just a natural thing that happens.
Do you have a special memory when you release your first album?
Yeah, of course. My first song is always going to be special to me. That feeling of putting it out, but also that feeling of not knowing what to do when you release it. So yeah, that's a significant moment in my, journey so far. The song is called The Joker. It's very dancey. It's very funk, pop, and it has a good serious meaning behind it. So I hope everyone likes it.
I think it's quite different than your previous singles. So why Joker this time?
I think it's all about evolving your sound and testing the waters. I think people like music that they can dance to and groove to, so I think that's how it came up. But my lyrics are very serious, and it contrasts the melody and the music, so that's an interesting thing.
If you had to voice for one Bollywood actor or if you had to collaborate with a Bollywood artist, who would that be?
That's a really good question. I have to think. There's a guy who Farhan Akhtar.
Really?
Yes. I was getting the name. He's fantastic. I mean, every movie that I see from him, I think he's an all-rounder. So I would love to collaborate.
He sings beautifully,
Yeah.
and he's also an actor. He's a producer.
Yep.
He's all of that together. Multiple feathers on his cap.
Yeah, he's
wonderful.
amazing.
One advice that you've received in life that you swear by.
Don't be afraid to work with people around you. With the right team, I think you can grow as anything you want. You can't do everything on your own. So
Tell me a little about your team. How did you start this off 1.5 years ago? How are you looking at music today, and what's next for you?
Yeah, my band are called Zarooni Sound Society. They're amazing, bunch of super talented musicians. I'm grateful that they play my music, and they make me feel super comfortable on stage because I'm so confident, and they're pros, and I'm nothing without them. And a couple of other team members who work behind the scenes with me. I like to call this influential person the Invisible Man. He's been my childhood friend. He's been with me through everything, and we work together with all my music, and we write lyrics together. So he's super important. And then, of course, my co-producer and sound engineer in London, Paul Miles, who records and does all the instrumentation with me. And we're very closely, tightly knit team. So I would like to, working with a team like that. And I want to shout out to Gracie and Leo, who do all my reels that you see on Instagram and the ideas that come from them. So working with a team is always beneficial, and it grows you. So never be afraid to do so. Yeah.
Do you want to sing for us?
Sure, I can.
You can.
Definitely. Okay. Sure. Sorry. There's one-way traffic. I don't know where you are. Can't seem to find my way into yours. There's one way to damage my world in a moment. You don't seem to mind if I'm away for years. One last time I go. There's one last try to yours. Something short.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
I'm curious. If not a singer, what would you be?
It's a great question. I have a day job, so I work as an HR professional, and I deal with a lot of people. And I work with advising people and giving advice. So I'd probably be somewhere in the consultant. I'd probably be in my job where I am now. Yeah.
I think you meet a lot of people because HR is all about talking to people, meeting a lot of people, a lot of work, hands-on jobs. So I'm sure you're taking some time off and then, pursuing your music career.
Definitely. Always after work.
Also, UAE peak season is going to begin now very soon. Tell me what's on the horizon for you.
We have a couple of things lined up. And as we get into the peak season, we'll see what kind of opportunities we get, because I play with my band original music, and the scene is still growing up with that space. So Dubai is more into covers and all that, so it'll be an interesting, authentic space to explore, or I keep exploring. Let's see.
Do you think Dubai's music scene is different than the rest of the cities?
Yeah, I think it's growing still. And there's a lot more to do. And there's a lot more voices that need to come out. And there are a lot of super talented artists here, that are finding their feet,
Yeah.
or releasing original music, but it just needs to be voiced out more.
Right.
I think the UAE needs to recognize that.
Right. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for your kind words.
Amazing. Thank you. for
We're
having me.
very more than happy to have you at F360 Lifestyle.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
watching.